The advice and opinions expressed by the host of Autism Live and her guests are meant solely as suggestion and should not be in any way construed as child-specific advice. The Center for Autism and Related Disorders advises working with a board-certified behavior analyst who has experience with autism before starting any intensive behavioral intervention. Any choices you make in determining your child's treatment are completely at your own discretion.
All right, Mr. Asner, tell us about your...
You can call me Cuddles.
I can call you Cuddles. All right, Cuddles, tell me about your connection to autism.
Well, I have a son who is autistic, and I have a grandson who's autistic. So I tend to think I must be responsible.
Okay,
and doing everything I can to absolve myself of the sin.
All right, now what about parenthood? You have taken a real proactive role in getting the word out about autism and Asperger's on that show.
All right. The point is to just keep talking and drive our enemies. That's the keepers of the funds in cities, state, and feds. You know, drive them nuts until they fork over.
Okay, that's the strategy?
That's the strategy.
Okay. All right, well, I want to thank...
Make them give till it hurts.
Okay. What do you think about the new numbers, 1 in 88?
And 1 in 54 for boys.
What do you think about those?
I think it's one of the few real assessments of our society that you can get these days.
Okay.
As opposed to unemployment.
Now, if you had to say anything to an autism dad out there, a word of advice, what would it be?
Celebrate.
Celebrate, that's interesting. Do you see it as a blessing?
It is. It is. If we lived in an autistic world, it would be a more peaceful world. If we lived in an autistic world, it would be a patient world, an understanding world, a reaching out world. We would extend ourselves, and they in turn would be able to open up and impart the very special talent and knowledge that each autistic possesses.
He had me in tears there at the end, right?
I know. How delightful was he?
Well,
was
I'm in
so
love with him. I told him.
I break that to your husband.
You know, I said to him, well, he knows.
Yes.
He says it's okay. I told him, I said, I cozied up to Ed Asner today, and I made him say to me, you've got spunk. He loved it.
You. I know. I love you too.
I said never gotten like that.
So get like, hey, this is mine. There we go.
It's nothing but love on the red carpet.
That's you.
That is you. It's your night, baby. I hear it's your son's birthday today.
Yes, it is.
And so where were you 50 years ago? Were you there when he was born?
I was in the sack. When he was born?
Yes.
I helped pour him out.
You were there? Proud. You had two come out on the same day.
Yeah.
Very exciting thing.
The greatest relief I felt was when the doctor died getting to get the second one out.
Yeah.
And it was a girl, which we didn't know.
Oh.
And we were so relieved that I didn't have to raise two boys at once.
Now, so you knew there were two in there, but you didn't know it was a boy and a girl. What a wonderful thing. But for our viewers at home, you're live right now on Facebook. You're a grandpa and a dad. What do you want to talk about tonight with, what's the proud thing about tonight being here?
Well, we represent all those autistic kids in the world who are such treasures.
Yeah.
I have a younger son who's autistic. Matthew has a son, a younger son who's autistic. And they are treasures.
Absolutely. You're a treasure. You're a national treasure. Yes, you are. I want to let you go so that you get something to drink because it's hot in here. But I will talk to you later, okay?
It's hot.
It is hot. I love you.
Talk to me and do all kinds of things to make me come.
Yes, I will. All within reason. You remember I'm a married man.
Don't forget.
All right. Hey everybody, I know I promised you that we were going to be here live on the red carpet. We're a little bit off the red carpet. There's so little room, but we're here just outside the elevators. We're really excited because in a few minutes we've got some guests who are going to be arriving. That we got Alex Plank who's coming first. We're live on Facebook. You got to go back a little bit, buddy, though. And there's my boyfriend. Come here and give me just a little smooch. You know Alex.
You come here and give me a...
Well, I want to get you on. We're on Facebook Live.
How are you?
I'm good. I saw you on TV.
Where?
Access Hollywood.
Did anybody find out?
They're live. They're live on Facebook,
We're
Alex.
live on Facebook right
Oh,
now.
there's
you
people.
guys. This is your day. It's your night.
No, it's your day.
No. It's day for helping all of our kids. So I love that you do this. Hey, you smell good.
Really?
Yes, you do.
Ivory soap.
Is that what it is? You're smelling good. Anything you want to say to the folks at home about why this is so important?
Well, it's a magnificent day.
It is.
And we brought in a lot of fish. That's why I wore my shark shirt.
It is sharks. I didn't even notice
Of course
before.
it is.
Who's gonna win? Did you notice before? You gotta come squeeze and get on camera with your daddy.
What's that?
And that's Matt
My
Asner kissing
beautiful
his
son,
daddy.
my eldest.
Oh, we have to. Am I in frame?
You're in frame, but we've got
Oh, I see.
people.
It's just kind of. Oh, they're all
people
right
who
there.
are
Hi.
Your
yes.
nose made it.
My nose made it.
Yeah.
That's kind of hard not to make.
Uh,
So so we're here and it's fun. It's going to be the fourth year. Fourth year.
Fourth year.
It Asner Poker.
Who would have thought?
I don't know.
Who would have thought?
Here we are.
And I still haven't learned to play.
Well, no, you've just forgotten.
Who's gonna win tonight?
Well, 3 of the past winners are here.
Okay.
So my bet is on one of them. Although you never know who's going to win. You really never know who's going to win in poker.
That's true. You never
Right? That's the
do.
beauty of poker.
That's true.
beauty
That's
of
so
poker.
true.
But you usually do quite well.
No.
No?
That's not true.
Well, because
He's
of the host, you
lost.
sort of can't.
He's lost his poker patience.
Oh, is that what's going
So
on?
his
I tried to sweep in the beginning, and I get swept out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're a daredevil in the beginning.
he is a bit of a bully. You know, he's a bit of a
I don't
pusher.
take measured steps about protecting my booty.
Okay. All right.
This is one of the great auction items that we're
That's
selling.
beautiful.
And look who signed it. See, it's signed by Pete Doctor. Signed
Oh
it.
man.
And
That's a beauty.
That
where
is
did he
a
sign it?
I think the next page you've got some. Yeah, there.
There it is. Oh, look
wow.
at that. So why don't we have you sign it here?
Okay.
Are you gonna do that?
So I'm going to hand you that.
Okay.
Hold on to that. And
I'm gonna make sure that we're.
and wait, we got to show at home what happened here. Wait.
Gotta go this way a little bit. There we go. There we go.
That's Pete Doctor,
Love
and
it.
this is Ed Asner.
It's you.
Doctors in the house.
For those of you just tuning in, Ed is here with his son Matt, and he's signing this book that's part of the Pixar package that they're auctioning off tonight. It's a beautiful book, and it's signed by Pete Doctor with a lovely drawing of Ed's character. Comes with that as well. All right.
Pretty chair.
You want to blow kisses to anybody?
He wants to actually kiss you, I think.
You can actually kiss me whenever. Just no tongue. My husband's watching.
I got enough for him.
Did you hear that, honey? Honey, did you hear that? Oh, you're such a... When are you doing your show? When are you doing your one-man show again? Because I want to come and I got people I
Not
want to
until
bring.
Florida and Chicago.
Okay, but when? Is that next year? Okay. All right. Well, we're excited about tonight. You're going to raise some serious money. Help some serious kids.
I like your palaver, sister.
You do?
There you go.
Look, do I have
You do a
spunk?
lot.
Do I have spunk?
You have more than spunk.
You have spunk. You have spunk.
In your case, I like it.
All right. In that case, I like it too.
You know him as many names: Lou, Carl, Santa. But I know him as just plain old Dad.
Oh, Dad.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Ed Asner.
How'd you do, buddy?
How's it going, bud?
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm not as slick as you.
No, of course not. Of course not. So, third year By the way, okay, let's start with this. So, how do you find balance in your life?
I could tell you.
You couldn't tell me?
No,
You've
no.
never had balance in your life.
This
have you?
is a family show, isn't it?
Oh, that's true. That's
Okay.
true. But you can G it down, can't you?
Sex?
Yeah.
And that's why I've been so unbalanced lately.
Okay.
I'm
That's
totally
what I-
devoid
what I
of
call
sex.
it's what I call too much information.
Well, I might find some willing volunteers out there.
Okay, well, let this be a call to everyone who might be interested.
No, but the feds might step on your show if we do that too blatantly.
Oh, really? Oh, well, I mean,
You got to be careful, Matthew.
we're just you
can't take the
we're
chances.
facilitating. That's all we're doing. Facilitating. Facilitating. They're going to have to do the legwork.
Right.
Right.
I'm just a man seeking pity.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And you shall find pity.
It's about time.
So, first of all, how you doing today?
I know I had to climb 1,000 steps to get to this office,
I know.
and I hate your guts.
I know.
But
I'm
I'll
hoping
get
we
over
can get past that.
maybe next week.
Okay. All right. Well, we're doing the third annual Ed Asner and Friends poker tournament for Autism Speaks.
All 5 of them are coming.
All 5 of them. All 5 of your friends are coming. Yes. It's been a smashing success each year.
How's it?
We've had a lot of fun with it, haven't we?
Well, yeah, the fun's been there.
I came in the top 2 last year,
Yeah, that's
and I had the horrible thought.
just
actually-
amazed me.
I know. I had the horrible thought that if I actually won, what should I do?
Give the money to me.
Well, I mean, there's a nice prize. It was a trip. It was the actual, I think, grand prize last year was a weekend in the presidential suite at a hotel in San Francisco. I'm not going to give you the name because they're not sponsoring us again, so
Well,
I'm not going to give you the name. But this year, I think we're looking at a trip outside the U.S. So we're moving up in the world.
That includes Puerto Rico, doesn't it?
Yes, but I don't think it's Puerto Rico. I don't think it's Puerto Rico. I think
All
it's
right.
I think it's going to be like Cancun or Costa Rica. It'll be a beautiful location like that.
Yeah.
And only the best for you, Dad. Only the
Well,
best.
what did you get anything in second place?
Last year we did not give out a second place prize. This year we are. And you know why? Because I wanted to make sure that if I got second place again, I got a prize. That's why.
You should see no good.
So tell us a little bit about what the
That'd be
poker
funny if I
tournament
took second.
That'd be great. You should. You should take first, though. You should play to win, Dad. Play to win. Play to
I
win.
always have, Matthew.
So talk to me about poker. Poker has always been present in your life. Your brothers played poker. Did your dad play poker?
Yeah, I don't remember. It was mostly gin and pinochle.
Yeah, but he occasionally would play poker.
I don't recall.
Okay, but you play poker. Brothers played poker. So tell us what attracted you to poker. What is it about poker that makes you tick?
Well, I guess you could find that thrill, that urge, that surge in any gamble.
Well, you and I played in a tournament once. Do you remember that?
Where was that?
We went down to Commerce Casino.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we went into a tournament. I think it was when we were kind of starting to think about doing the poker tournament. So we went down to Commerce Casino and we sat at the same table, and we started playing. And I think you got very upset with me because I didn't do something right, and you actually ended up getting very upset with me at the table.
Oh.
Because I think I tried to crowd you out of the game, maybe.
Oh, really?
I think so.
I think
so.
I can see why I got upset.
But I'm not a bully when I play poker.
Oh, I think if you had the chance, you would be.
Maybe with you, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe with you a little bit.
Payback, it's called.
Yeah, a little bit. a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
So talk about what kind of guests we can expect at your poker tournament.
Charlton Heston.
Yeah, really? That would be something.
That'll
I think
be
that would probably be
that'll be a-
newsworthy.
A headliner.
I think so. No, who has come in the past?
I think he's Sy Morales.
Uh-huh.
What's the star of?
Don Cheadle.
Yeah.
Don Cheadle. Well, he's actually a great story because, basically you could have anyone come to play poker with you that night. It could be
Yeah,
anyone.
yeah.
And we invited him early, I think, in the first year, and never heard from him. And then that night he shows up and he said, "I'm ready to play." He never responded or anything.
We got to nail him now.
and he just-
because he's got to be making a bundle.
Exactly.
With all the phenomenal success he's had on the tube.
On Showtime.
Yeah, we got to get some of that money out of him.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. But he actually came. He's a great poker player, and he was wonderful. He was great. We had Johnny Dowers last year. Cato Kalin, I think, played with us.
That's right.
So it's a lot of fun. People, you never know who's going to be there. So the poker tournament is at Hayworth Showroom, which is in
Hayworth.
downtown Los Angeles.
Yeah.
It's on, I think, the 40th floor
Really?
of this incredible, and you can see the entire city of Los Angeles, 360-degree view.
How did we get this space?
Hayworth Showroom is donating their showroom.
No kidding?
Yes.
That's wonderful.
They last year they've done it every year, but they've moved this year, and now they're in like the 40th.
They donated last year
40th
too?
floor of the building. They did it last year.
Really?
They're doing it again this year. They must like you.
Is there a Mrs. Hayworth?
Maybe.
I'd
I'll
like to-
introduce you.
I'd like to kiss her.
Okay. I'll make sure that happens.
And
But-
if he's not married, I'll shake his hand.
Now, if people want to register for the poker tournament, they can go to the website that you're going to see on the screen right about now. There it is, autismspeaks.print2d.com, and then the rest of that. I think if you go to autismspeaks.print2d.com, that should get you to the poker tournament website, but you can also put in the rest of it. But I think autismspeaks.print2d.com will get you to the website. We're going to play another hand here. And you can register from that website. And please come, have fun with us. Play poker with us. It's going to be fun.
Well, what do you
All right.
say?
Okay, I'm going to bet 20.
My cards are better too.
Really? Okay. Let's go. Let's play
I'll call
a game.
you 20, big boy.
You're going to call my 20. Okay.
Yeah, all right, now.
Let's see it.
Oh,
that helps
pretty.
me.
That helps me, yeah, big boy. Oh,
That helps me even more.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
It does.
Eh,
Hey, there we
yeah.
go. All right.
So you got a straight going, do you?
All right, so I'm gonna.
Wait.
Oh, are you gonna bet?
Oh, you're gonna bet. Okay.
I'm gonna bet. Okay, I'm gonna bet 20.
I call you, definitely call you.
Okay.
Okay.
Now we're gonna have another card.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Let's call.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of help there.
Oh.
All right, so I'm gonna bet 40.
You're gonna bet 40.
No, actually, no. Wait. I'm gonna go all in.
You're gonna go all
I'm
in.
gonna go all in.
Well, I gotta match you.
Okay, let's do
whatever
it.
You got.
All in.
Okay.
This is for the $1 million.
Yeah. Which is in my bank now.
Okay.
Oh my God.
All right, there we go. An ace, and we all know how many aces are in that deck.
Yeah.
How many?
There were 7. Now there are only 4.
You took them out.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You're the.
All right, so I'm all in. So now we gotta.
Well,
we
you're
should have
all
flopped
in.
before that, but
Yeah.
I've got 2 9s.
Oh my. You didn't have nothing.
I have 2 9s.
I had 4 diamonds.
Oh, there we go. You were looking for that
What a-
flush.
I could have used a king.
You were looking for the flush.
And another diamond.
Okay,
Boy.
so I win.
Yeah,
I win. I'm gonna do a little dance. I win. I win. I win.
Shut up.
And this is the kind of stuff you're going to see at the Ed Asner and Friends Poker Tournament. It's going to be a lot of fun. Great food. Pink's Hot Dogs is one of our sponsors. Going to have great hot dogs there.
Well,
There's going to be other food there
I'll
too.
pick out on
Gonna be
Pink's.
Nice drinks. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And I want to tell you,
Yeah,
I'm going to win big that night.
I hope so.
I'm going to take that foreign cruise that you're putting up there as the
You want to head to Costa Rica or Cancun
whatever.
or
I don't
wherever?
care. Could be Devil's Island. I don't care.
That would be interesting. Mm-hmm. Well, I will be there, and I will be playing at your table.
Yeah.
So
And if you screw me like you did in previous times, then
Hey, it's all about
you
skill.
won't live to get on the cruise ship.
it's all about skill, Dad.
Yeah, skill my butt.
Well, it's going to be fun, and we'll have a lot of fun. There'll be a lot of great people there. and we'll raise a lot of good money like we did last
And I'm
year.
going
the
to
year
dance
before.
in my sling pumps. It's a dance I've created for the occasion.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Excellent. So it's like an interpretive dance that you're going to be doing that night?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So is there
At the end of a rope.
well, depending on how you do with the poker, right?
Yeah, of course.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you for coming on my show.
Thank you, my friend.
And I
It's
love
one
you.
of many runs I have.
I love you. You're always there for me, and I really appreciate it.
I'm not always there.
No, you are. You are.
By
And
accident.
I
By
appreciate
accident.
It. Well, I appreciate it.
Well.
And you know what? You're also there for everyone out there.
Yeah.
And this show's about hope. I always say that hope is my favorite four-letter word.
That was Bill Clinton's big theme song, wasn't it?
It was. It was. And but I want to thank you. It means a lot to me that you're here.
We are so excited because here in the
My
studio
wallet.
with us, did somebody
took my wallet.
frisk you? We have the massively appreciated and awarded actor Ed Asner. He is a 7-time Emmy winner, a 5-time Golden Globe winner.
How about that?
Oh my
It's
God.
been over a decade since SAG gave you the Lifetime Achievement Award, and you continue to work. And there are many among us who feel that if there were a category for Best Voice Actor in a film, you would also be an Academy Award-winning actor. So we adore you and everything that you do. All of these amazing roles that you have played in your life, but we have you here today because of one of the greatest roles you've played, that of a dad and a grandpa.
Yeah.
He had to work very hard at that role. That was very
As
foreign
does
to him.
everyone.
Very foreign to him.
Yeah, you did a very good job.
I think you did a remarkable job, as witnessed by our other guest, Matt Asner, who's the executive director of Autism Speak Southern
Oh,
California.
your name's Asner.
Hi,
yes,
how are you?
Hi.
Nice to
How
meet
are
you.
you?
We've never met before.
That's
It's
good
an
to
honor.
see you. Well, what mishpacha, where's your family from?
Lithuania.
Lithuania, huh?
How about you? Really? Interesting.
I
It's
wanna-
amazing that there's no relation.
God forbid.
I want to know what it's like having a dad who is so famous for many things, not the least of which is playing Santa Claus. What's it like growing up with the pressure of this amazing personality?
It was like having Santa Claus in your home all the time.
Bull. You liar.
No, it was.
You lie to the people like that?
No, it was. Look, I'm who I am today because of him
Well, that's pretty impressive.
and my mom.
And his mom.
Yeah, and but he's given me a lot of the tools that I use every day, and I owe him a lot.
He's got a better voice than I do.
Well, I would say you both have different kinds of voices. Let's be political about this. So our viewers want to know, in terms of being an autism dad and an autism grandpa, I can't imagine how different it is now than when your son was first diagnosed. And of course, we're talking about your half-brother, Matt.
Yeah. Charlie.
Charlie. And how old is Charlie now?
26.
26.
I'll be 27 in a month.
Wow.
It's amazing.
So when did you first know that something was different about Charlie?
From birth, but I thought it was wonderful.
So you appreciated those differences.
He had the autism qualities that I admire, whereas every nursery school he'd go to, he'd climb every tree and he'd jump across this or that. He was always driving them nuts because he was running and jumping and flying through the air. And,
The Energizer Bunny.
yeah, he was.
We call that busy pants in
Yeah.
my house.
Busy
Busy pants.
Yeah.
So he had a lot to do.
And I really took me years to become convinced that he was autistic. I just thought he was special.
Yeah. Well, he is
And he's still special.
Yeah. And so what year was it when you really understood that he was on the spectrum? Can you remember? Was it the
can't say
80s,
that
90s?
There
8 or
was
9.
no definitive.
Okay.
I got custody of him with my mate at the time, who I later married, and she did a great job in raising him, in bearing down. And even when we had joint visitation, when he'd come to me, I'd work on him on reading, and she would work with him on, I taught him phonics, and she would work with him on math, working with his exercises in the car. And it's why he kept alive and had a brain pool to finally go into school regularly and compete with his peers. He's just special.
Yeah.
And he went to California Poly and did a very nice job there, got a wonderful education there, and would have gone to California Poly High, except they thought it would overtax him too much. So we sent him to another school, which we didn't like, and finally we sent him off to Chicago, I guess. Yeah. And he did okay there. It used to be the one who created the term refrigerator mothers.
Right.
What the hell was his name?
And of course, I can't think of the name either.
Yeah.
Matt, help us. You know who we're talking about?
No, I can't remember the name.
But
I'll come up with it in a minute.
But
I know who you're talking
it was
about.
adjacent to the University of Chicago, wasn't
yeah,
it?
it was affiliated.
Yeah.
And he did okay there, and then after several years there, he went as far as he could. And then we brought him home, and
Canner.
by that time,
Yeah.
Leo Canner.
Leo Canner, that's right.
no, that's the one who created or delineated Asperger's.
Okay. Well, that's okay. We were talking about he went to Chicago and he did okay for a while. I'll come up with a name for the guy who came up with refrigerator mom.
Maybe you'll understand it better if I may quote my spouse at the time,
Yes.
Cindy, who said he doesn't suffer from autism, he suffers from Asnerism.
Ah.
How true is that? How true is that?
There is an element of me in that, I guess.
Well, I think we can all relate to something about being on the spectrum, right? I notice the things that I am, and I wonder, is my child have those things, or is that autism spectrum? Don't you?
Oh, I look back all the time, and I think about that, and certainly there's aspects of my personality right now that I think are somewhere in there.
Yeah, I think we're all a little on the spectrum. So let's move forward in time. Then you have grandchildren, multiple grandchildren, and the moment comes when you watch your son going through this with a child who gets diagnosed. How did you feel about that?
Well, I then began to wonder, it must be Asnerism. My son was less lucky in a way than I, because his son was not as high on the spectrum as my son was, and I realized he'd have a much harder job, and he would. But I saw him so filled with love and caring and tenderness, far more than I could have mustered, that I was reassured that the kid was certainly going to make it.
Yeah.
And he has.
Yeah.
He's come along beautifully. Yeah. I heard him talking about how he had a meltdown at the game. I didn't see that. I didn't even hear him call or boo at the Dodgers. But,
You were into your popcorn.
Well, maybe Grandpa excuses some things.
I think so.
And as all grandpas should.
or shrug off.
Yeah, it's all part of being a kid.
They have a wonderful relationship.
Yeah.
They really do. They have a wonderful relationship, you and Will.
He kind of gives me that look all right.
Well, what's interesting is, he's a very loud person, and grumpy most of the time.
Are we talking about Will or your dad?
No. Well, actually, you could say the same thing about both of them. But no, and I think Will looks at him as this vibrant personality that is unlike anyone else.
Yeah.
And,
Well, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think he really enjoys when he spars with him.
Yeah.
Because I call it sparring. You guys spar, and it's a wonderful kind of give and take. It's a nice thing.
To the extent that you feel sorry for his older boy, who doesn't have that speciality, and he trudges along with the usual afflictions of the youth, of trying to be somebody, trying to be special, and not having that wonderful mark of autism that his younger brother has, that he has to constantly make allowances for and give and not tease, to over tease and always be on his toes, so that he becomes a rascal in other respects, which is not appreciated.
Yeah.
So you want to club him.
But how wonderful that you appreciate them both for exactly who they are and appreciate the things that they're going through.
They're good boys.
That's
really
great.
good boys.
Really remarkable.
And neither one is fat.
And this is
Thank
important.
God, right?
Yeah, right.
So they denied my inheritance.
Hey, I was looking for a picture of you online the other day, and there was a very, I have to say, something I had never seen before, but just when I Googled you, there was a very flattering picture of you completely in the buff with your hand placed just so, and I was like, who knew that Mr. Asner had this going on?
My hand was placed where?
Appropriately, so like a fig leaf. You were completely nude, sir. I will have to show it to you. It was pretty impressive.
I think it's a fake.
Do you think it's a fake?
I think it's a
You've
fake.
got to show it.
I'll show it to you because I was like, well,
Is it something
hello,
you can put up
Mr.
on the screen?
Asner. No, we can't. It's a family show. But speaking
Well,
of
families have nudity.
that's right. And your hand is appropriately placed, but I was like, wow, my eyebrows went up. It got a little bit warmer in the room.
I hope they digitized my hand.
Well, we'll take a look at it, and you'll have to tell me if it's a fake. But you've got a really important event that's coming up, and we're going to take a little bit of a break. We're going to come back and talk about the event. And because the event involves playing poker, we have some cards and some chips. We thought maybe we'd play a little poker. Are you into it?
Yeah.
All right. Oh my goodness.
You dealing?
I don't know
dealing.
who's dealing. Are we letting
He's
him
the dealer.
deal?
He's the
Here,
dealer.
you get the dealer chip then. So for those of you watching at home, you're not going to want to miss this. We're going to play a little card. I think I'm going to lose something. I don't.
What are we gonna bet? Are we gonna bet money?
I don't know what we're going to do.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
Your
You guys-
birthright would be a good idea.
You've got a silent auction attached to this event. Maybe we
Yes.
can come up with something we can donate for the silent
There we
auction.
go.
We'll pick our brains here. But in any case, he's shuffling the cards, so stay tuned. Watch this. I'm going to look for a picture. He's going to shuffle. We'll be right back after these messages.
Hi, welcome to Camp Discovery, a free-to-play suite of fun, interactive learning games for kids 2 and up, designed by experts in autism. Camp Discovery will open your early learner to a world of new skills, shapes, numbers, colors, locations, emotions, and more. Let's get started.
Please choose a level.
Objects. First, Camp Discovery's Intelligent Preference Assessment determines your child's preferred reward for choosing correctly. Okay, got it. Let's play. Camp Discovery creates a motivating learning environment for your child by minimizing incorrect responses and maximizing successful ones.
Find the shoes.
Respond correctly and your child is rewarded with their favorite animations.
You did it.
Respond incorrectly and our unique prompting system guides your child to the correct answer by making it the largest choice.
That's not it. Try again. Way to go.
Continue to answer correctly and the size gradually reduces until the child makes the correct choice independently.
You win.
Success! Rewards motivate learning. Complete a round and your child is rewarded with a fun mini-game. Track your child's progress with easy-to-read graphs. Multiple settings options allow you to customize Camp Discovery to your child's unique needs. All this in one single app, the Camp Discovery app, available for free on iTunes, Google Play, and Amazon Store.
Welcome back to Autism Live. We're busy pouring through pictures of Ed Asner.
There it is. I see it.
Do you see
What?
that one?
Oh, for God's sake.
Whoa.
There it is. That's what I said. I said, whoa. You see the hand strategically
First of all, that ain't my body.
Well, anyway.
You got to get me an 8x10 of that.
We're all blushing,
I'll
and it
send
did
it
get
out.
warmer in the studio. Okay. Glad I could share that with you.
my God.
I can't believe you've never seen that before. Okay. Well, you've got a really important event that's coming up. So tell us, Ed, or tell us, Matt, a little bit. You are the dealer.
Getting ready.
Tell
Well,
us. Yes.
It's on July 26th.
Okay.
And it's at the Water Garden in Santa Monica. And it's the second annual Ed Asner and Friends Poker Tournament. Last year, it was a wonderful success. We had a lot of people there. Don Cheadle came and played.
Wonderful.
Who else was there?
Lovely guy.
Yes.
Cato Kalin was there.
Okay.
Yeah, he's funny.
I've seen
was
him
it
just
Jason
stand up.
London?
He is funny.
Jason London?
Yeah.
Jason London was there. So we had a lot of, people come by. It was wonderful. Really wonderful experience.
Okay.
And-
And it's all raising money.
All raising money for Autism Speaks.
And I'm raising money for Autism Speaks in Los
In
Angeles.
Los Angeles, Southern California.
Which is a really wonderful thing to raise money for.
Yeah.
I'm told that we have more people with diagnosed autism in Los Angeles than any other city. I don't know if that's true, but this is what I was
I
recently
think
told.
because we have more adult awareness here.
Well, maybe that is the
Yeah.
case. But there are many people in need. We've got a huge need. And we were at Stephanie's Day on Saturday. And I don't know what you walked away with, but I walked away with so much hope and an understanding of
Absolutely.
how much work is left to be done.
I think they do an incredible job.
Oh,
Incredible job.
It was a lovely event.
Steve and Tony are
amazing.
really on top of it, and they've in 3 years have
Yes.
made something that I think is really great for the community.
It was really remarkable.
Yeah.
So we're going to play a little Texas Hold'em here because that's what you're doing at this wonderful event. That
I'm not dealing.
You're not going to deal?
I don't think so.
Yeah. No, you're not dealing.
Yeah.
Not at the
No,
poker
no,
tournament.
not at the. But you're going to deal right now.
Yeah.
Actually, at the poker tournament, we have these lovely ladies called the dealer dolls. They're going to be dealing.
Dealer
Totally
dolls.
nude.
No.
This year they're not going to be.
This year, they're
No,
no.
we're
That,
not
that was
family show.
That was a mistake last year, so we're
Darn
not
it.
going to do that again.
Okay, so and you have a silent auction as part of the event, but you're going to play some Texas Hold'em. So we thought it would be fun to play a little Texas Hold'em here on the
Sure.
show.
Have you ever
with
played
you.
before?
I have. I played a little bit, but I'm not good at the betting thing. So should we start with some chips?
Sure. What do we want to do here?
Well, I don't know. Just give me some chips.
Do we need chips?
Let's just
I'm not putting dollar bills down.
Right. So it should be something
So
for everybody.
what
You're
should we
playing
call
too.
these?
I'm playing too.
$5, $10.
Why don't we call the white chips $5?
Okay.
All right, that's enough.
you
We
got
don't
some
need
chips.
we don't need any more chips.
Okay. So you said $5, and we're
All
playing
right.
with funny money here.
No, I'm dealing you in.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
But before we look at them, we have to do the blinds, right?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So you be the blind.
Okay, so, and I get to decide how much I put
No,
in?
you put in one chip,
Oh, I put in one chip, okay. And does that mean the
or you put in 2 chips, and I'll put in 1.
Okay,
And
because
then-
you're the small
Big and
blind, I'm
little
the big blind.
Big and little blind.
There we go.
Okay.
All
I
right.
did a little reading about this, but, okay.
Okay, here we go. And that's yours.
All right.
Don't complain.
No. you gave me some good cards, right?
You ready?
Yeah.
Now, do I look at them first before you turn them over, the first 3?
I don't know.
I think we bet, don't we? I read the rules, I think we look
Well, we
and we
need to-
bet before the turn.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's it.
Too bad this isn't baseball.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure that means something that I should know. Okay, so do I bet first?
Yes.
But I have to match the blind?
No, I would bet first.
Okay.
You're the little blind.
Yeah.
I think you bet.
So
I don't know. I don't.
Somebody
bet
will
first.
know at the
I am
event.
not
We're just
kept
having
track.
fun here.
I'm gonna come in.
I'll
Okay.
call.
And so I'm going to call too. Okay.
No, you're just checking.
I don't have to.
No,
oh, I'm
'cause
checking that.
You were the big blind, so you
See,
stay
I knew
in.
somebody was
All
going
right.
to help me with
You're
this.
checking.
Okay.
So
Now-
now we do the flop.
Okay.
And we're going to put it right up here so
we
that
have a
the audience
9.
at home can see. A 9 of diamonds.
And a 7 of diamonds. Oh boy. There we
Got
go.
2 diamonds here.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Okay.
A 7 of
We have 2
clubs.
7s.
Okay,
sick.
now we bet again, right?
Sick.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's up to you.
It would be up to me. I'm in.
2, huh?
Yeah.
Make it 4.
Really? Oh boy.
Okay, now can I raise it again?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to put my 4 in and I'm going to raise it 3.
3.
Jeez.
You're getting
Shannon, for a beginner, Shannon's really getting
loose with
bold.
other people's money.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Okay,
Especially since it's all fake money.
I'm going to fold.
Well, I certainly will call you, you hussy.
I'm so excited. All right, so now I have to put in more or I'm done?
Oh, I just
you
called it.
Okay.
So
All
what
right.
do we have? Another flop. All right, there we go.
Ooh.
King.
Okay, king. So we bet again?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what do I have?
You're the raiser, so you bet.
Okay, do I have to put in a certain amount or I can put however much I want? I'm going to put in
Whatever you
2.
want.
It's, no limit.
Put in 2.
Okay.
Well, since I only got 3.
You want some more here? Take some
No,
more.
I'll call you.
Okay.
I think we don't.
All right,
we've
we get-
subjected them to enough tediousness on our part.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. This is the last card.
This is the last
This is the last
card.
one. This is the big one.
We'll make it 3.
All right. You're all in.
I'm all in.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm all in too. Forget it.
Oh, wow.
I'm just all in.
What are you doing?
I'm all in. We're all in.
So
That's
you're
okay.
raising him.
No, just however many, I'm all in.
So wait, so he put in 1. So
I had more than him to start.
go.
Here, give
Uh-oh,
him
we
some of
lost a
mine
card.
because I had more than him to start with.
Okay.
All right. So consider me
So
all
we got
in.
one more card here.
I'm all in. Do you want to be all in?
Oh, of course.
All right.
Okay.
I want to wipe you out. Gonna clean it.
Okay, what's
Okay.
the card?
Clean this straight with
Let's
you.
see it. Oh my goodness.
A 6.
6. Okay.
Doesn't help anyone.
Doesn't do a goddamn thing.
Doesn't do anything.
God, it's a family show.
It's all right. You coughed over it. Okay. So now do we bet again or we just turn over?
Now you're gonna flop now. Well, actually you could, but you're all in. So
Yeah. Okay.
you're just
All right. So we're both all in. So it's time to turn over.
now you have to reveal the cards.
Okay. So I have a pair.
Shannon has a pair, 2 pair,
I did a lot of bluffing.
Yeah.
That's right. I have 2 pair, don't
Well,
I?
I got 2 pair.
and he's got a bigger pair.
Oh, and he's got a bigger pair. Did I actually win?
Slick.
Did I actually?
What do you mean,
No.
did you actually
No, no.
win?
What has he got?
I got a bigger pair.
Oh, you have a bigger pair.
Mine is
You have
bigger
2
than
pairs.
yours.
That's right. That's exactly right. Because there's 2 nines. He won.
I'm gonna give you
I was
these.
gonna.
Because
What did you have?
I said an ace and a jack.
Those are hell of a cards to drop out on.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of figured someone had a pair. So
I was just bluffing.
Well done.
Well, you beat me.
And I'll learn more the night of the game so that I'll act like a professional.
Well, and the dealers are the ones that are helpful and tell you when
Yes.
you're playing. So let's talk a little bit about what happens at the game because the grand prize is pretty amazing, right?
yeah, it's a night, or not a night, a weekend in the presidential suite at the Intercontinental Hotel in San Francisco. Airplane, everything's taken care of.
Amazing.
And I know the person who got the deal for us has stayed there, and it is an unbelievable experience.
Okay.
Wow.
And it comes with more things too. There's like a $250 gift certificate to
For a
Loose.
restaurant
To
there.
Loose, and so amazing. And then there are a whole bunch of silent auction items at
Yeah, we
the.
have Roland has donated a keytar for all of you 80s fans.
Wonderful.
You can be Devo if you want.
There you go.
And then we have Beats by Dre is giving us a package where
Ooh.
headphones and
Oh my
speaker,
gosh.
Bluetooth speaker. So there's a lot of fun stuff that you can bid on
Okay.
and the raffle prizes and stuff like
And
that.
this is happening on July 26th, on Saturday, July 26th. But if you want to register to go to the event, you really have to RSVP by the 20th?
By the 20th.
Okay. And there is a Facebook page, the second annual Ed Asner
and
Poker and Friends. It's Ed Asner and Friends Poker. So I can't
I don't
imagine.
have many friends.
You have a lot of
So
friends.
Especially after he plays poker with them.
Well, I can see why you're a shark.
Yeah.
So we want to encourage
Devastating.
people. And so and there are buy-ins that you can do. So there's a ticket if you want to play poker. There's a cost for that.
So if you want to play poker, it's $250 to get into the game. And then with unlimited buybacks, if you unfortunately get forced out, there's unlimited buybacks. So
and then so you can come back into the game.
come back into the game. And also there's a waiting list so that if you're actually there and you want to play poker but it's sold out, you can actually sit in a seat that if someone leaves the game, you can sit in that seat.
Okay.
And also, if you just want to come and enjoy drinks and dinner, you can. It's $100, and you can come and have a good time, watch people play poker.
Rub
It's a lot of
elbows
fun.
with.
And now that I've shown you how bumbling I am,
You weren't bumbling.
I would think it would entice a lot of people to come there and clean the floor with me.
There you go.
Don't you think?
I wanted to play poker with you today. I'm sure that there are tons of people out there who want to play poker with you.
We played in a poker tournament once.
Really?
Yeah.
A real
Like a real one, yeah. Like in Commerce Casino.
And did they know who you guys were? Did you go incognito?
No,
You
we weren't.
outlasted me, didn't you?
I did outlast you, yes. I outlasted you in last year's poker tournament.
You did?
I did.
I don't want you to play anymore.
Spoken like a true dad.
But he got very mad at me when we were in the tournament together.
Uh-oh, why?
Because I did something that he took offense to. I think
What?
I think I forced you out of the game.
Your own dad?
Yeah, well, you know,
We got to do what you
poker
got
is
to do.
poker.
That's right.
You know?
It's all
He
business.
betrayed me.
Oh my goodness. I'm sure that there are a lot of kids who are out there who are watching this that they think of you with so much love from Up. A whole new generation of kids, but you do other voiceover things as well. You were a very celebrated 3-time nominee for Daytime Emmy for doing voiceover things. What has been your favorite role that you've played in all this time?
Well, I can't ignore the 12 years I did Lou Grant.
Yeah.
He's a cutie.
He sure was.
But I love doing Freakazoid, Cosgrove.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I haven't been called back to do my character on Boondocks, but I've had a lot of fun playing Ed Wunsler on that.
Wonderful.
And of course, Rich Man, Poor Man.
Yeah.
And
How about Granny Goodness?
yes, that's a lot of fun.
All good stuff. I didn't realize until last night that you hold more Emmys than any other actor, and that you're the only actor. That's what I read online, and you're the only actor who
Male
has
actor.
ever gotten an Emmy for playing the same role in a comedy and in a drama for Lou Grant. That's pretty impressive.
It's pretty nice.
And when I was thinking about it and seeing how many awards you've won, but how many times you've been nominated, is it old hat to you now when you dress up to go to these things when you're nominated? I mean, you have pretty good odds.
I don't get nominated that much.
Are you kidding me? You have
No,
over
not
like
now.
24 nominations altogether.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a lot of times to put on a tux and go and know that your name is going to get called.
Now I know why you're so bitter.
Yeah, nominated a lot of times, only won 7.
But no, because you've won 5 Golden Globes. I mean, I think your average is you're batting like 50%, which is amazing in the industry.
It's pretty good. It's true.
It's pretty amazing.
40%.
I mean,
about 40%,
I have to
35%.
add it all up, but
yeah, but you take a broad like Betty White. I mean, she can fall off a log and win an Emmy.
when I was looking up pictures of you and I saw the one of you in the buff that's not really you, there were also a lot of pictures of you and Betty White kissing in different decades.
Yeah.
So you guys have been friends for a long
Her
time.
lips got fuller and fuller.
I'm sure she appreciates hearing that. You must have a lot of friends in the industry that you've known for a long, long time.
Well, we have to compare notes.
Yes. Are you still in contact with some of the other people from the Mary Tyler Moore Show?
I'm in touch with Betty. I'm in touch with Valerie, and watched with amazement at her recovery from that dread creature, the Big C.
Yes.
And occasionally I see Gavin. Occasionally I see Ted's wife.
Yes.
Georgette.
Georgette. Yes.
Georgia. And I see Alan Burns once in a while. It was a beautiful period of my life.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Pretty amazing.
It was a great period of my life, too.
Well, you
That
had
was
to
a
have
little
been
kid running
very
around.
young.
I was very young, but I grew up on that set. I mean, I
can't even imagine.
I would probably go there at least once a week.
He was at a good age to begin to enjoy it. I mean, we hit the road around when he was about 7, I guess.
Yeah.
So he began to experience all that hullabaloo.
Well,
and it really was a family.
Yeah.
That set was a family.
Well, and you know that's so iconic to so many of us, especially young women. We all watched that show, and it broadened what our dreams were for our lives. I mean, Oprah has said that she watched, and that was everything to her.
Did
She
you
gave
see
her
the
courage.
reunion she created for us?
Yes, absolutely amazing.
But you know, as a man, I kept looking at all this breaking ground for the maritime world, this and that. So what the hell are they talking about? For instance, it is fact that they originally wrote the script with her being divorced, and the network said, no way, no way. She just broke off her engagement or whatever, or he broke it off. So, I, as a male pig, never understood the case for women that they were. I mean, they still fight the glass ceiling, and they. I kept looking at it. What? Not enough? Not enough? You still want more? You still want more? And to realize that they are an underprivileged class.
Well, I have to tell you that, as much as I was watching Mary on that show to see who I wanted to be when I grew up, I was watching Lou to see all of the men that I would meet in my life who didn't believe that I could do what I could do, how she dealt with him and how he dealt with her. And we all hung on the fact that there was so much respect both ways. And every time Lou showed that he respected her, that gave us all the courage to go up against the strong male figures that we respected. I mean, it really shaped who we all became, which is quite a legacy just on its own, but you've done so many other things as well.
Yeah, but you never realized at the time we were doing it.
Really?
Of this enormous majority who were under a yoke. And it constantly gets proven and shown and demonstrated. I mean, look what happens in Asia, for God's sake.
Yeah.
In certain Muslim countries. There's so much work left to do.
There is, on so many different fronts, but you have had such a big voice and such a positive voice in so many fronts. I mean, for women in that way, and then in so many other ways. And you were very outspoken politically, and sometimes to your detriment in your career. But we all appreciated that. Very outspoken as a SAG president.
Some did, some didn't.
Well, most of us appreciated. The few that didn't appreciate it loudly, but we all still appreciated that. And now the things that you do for the autism community are of such value, and we all appreciate you. I know that you've got so many other things that you do and that you have left to do, and the fact that you give the time to the community, it means so much to all of us.
How old's your son?
He is 11. I had to think about it for a second because he just turned 11 the other day. So, but he got to meet you at a walk, and he did because he met the guy from Up. And he thinks of that as being you, even though it's animated.
Yeah.
You know, you have a certain resemblance.
Well, actually, I think as we go through the years now after Up, I think he gets closer and closer to Carl Friedrichsen. I think he actually is starting to become him. There's a picture. There's a picture of him at the Dodger game, next to a little boy, who was with us, and the little boy is looking at his cane, taking his cane, and I thought, oh my God, that's Up. That's totally Up.
And what a wonderful, rich character that is, and how well I do think if there were an award, they should make an award for voice acting. I think we're all in agreement. You would have had an Oscar.
Well, Thank you. The greatness is in Pete Docter and Bob Peterson in creating this phenomenal story, none of which I knew when I went in to do it. I just would do it segment by segment by segment. And they wove this magic, and they really should be ensconced on the high thrones for their great artistic, merciful work.
Well, you brought it home. Let's say that. They gave you some powerful storylines and some powerful words, but you brought it home. It's really an amazing tour de force. And you have continued to do some stage work. I have not gotten to see you do FDR.
Laguna. In November.
Okay, I will be there because I want to see this. Now, what made you choose FDR to base a show around?
I adored him. I mean, that goes without saying. But I was doing the theater at sea cruises, and I didn't have anything prepared, so they had this play that Doris Sherry wrote after Sunrise at Campobello. And they said, you want to do that reading? And I said, yeah, I'll do that. So I did it, and Phil Langner, the producer, said, what do you think about our taking it out as a one-man show? I said, oh, fine. So we've been doing it for about 4 or 5 years now.
Okay. Well, I want to see. I'm a huge FDR fan, so I definitely. So in November at Laguna Playhouse.
Is it Laguna Playhouse?
I don't know Laguna.
Okay.
So what's down there?
Laguna Playhouse.
Laguna Playhouse.
Well,
we'll get more information, and I'd like to come and see that.
All right.
I was saying to you that
let him know.
Okay,
Yeah,
no, I'll make sure. I got to see you 20 years ago. It's probably more than 20 years ago, doing Born Yesterday with Madeline Kahn, and that was the first time that I got to meet you, and you were amazing in that. Absolutely amazing in that. It was really incredible, and one of the things that was, I'm a huge Garson Kanin fan, first of all, who wrote the play, and I thought, and I've seen many productions of Born Yesterday, but what you brought to that role, for people who don't know, it's a young woman who is with a guy who's very powerful, but not necessarily very nice, and she's not very smart, and another guy comes into the picture who helps to educate her, and eventually she leaves the character that you played, which is the very powerful but not so nice guy. But one of the things that I always had a problem with was when people would do the play, you wouldn't see what made her stay with the guy for so long. And you and Madeline Kahn had chemistry. Oh man, was there all kinds of chemistry. It was really amazing to see that. I don't know if Garson Kanin got a chance to see it, but I'm sure if he did, he would have loved it.
He was around.
Oh my gosh, he had to have loved how you played that role. I think, and I've seen it many times. I think you're the only person who brought that out. That this, there was a reason why she was with him. You didn't play him as all one color. He was a very, depth-filled guy. Which I appreciated so much. And I got to meet you then. I was a waitress in the coffee shop because I was going to the National Theater Conservatory across the street.
Oh, yeah.
You came into the coffee shop, and I waited on you. And because of who I am, I said, hey, I'm studying at the National Theater Conservatory across the street. Will you come and speak to the school? And you said, absolutely.
Really?
You did. And then you came and spoke. You scared me half to death. So when it was time to introduce you, and I didn't know I was responsible for introducing you, but the artistic director said, now you wait out in the hallway, meet him on the elevator, you introduce him. And I was a nervous wreck, and you were on the phone with somebody you weren't happy with. And so I led
Probably
you.
me.
Could have been. I led you into the room, and here's what I said. I said, and here's someone who needs no introduction at Asner.
You rotten.
I did, and I got so much you-know-what over that. And I said, it's 20 years later, I finally got an opportunity to introduce you as you should have been introduced. So thank you for letting me take that full circle. Now I can sleep at night.
I'm glad we're old friends.
I'm glad we're old friends, too. And I thought it was really sweet of you. I was like in my late 20s. And accosted him in a coffee shop, and you said, absolutely, I would love to come and speak.
Was your coffee any good?
I'm sure it wasn't. I'm sure it wasn't.
It was good today, though.
But well, I didn't make that. That's why it was.
That's
okay
why it was so
today.
good.
If they put me in charge of the coffee, we'd all be dead now. But I just want you to know I've been a fan my whole life, and now as an autism mom, I'm just that much more of a fan. I think that you're remarkable, and now that I've gotten to know your son and see the man that he is.
You see what a burden he's been.
Yes, I do. I see this lovely man who's a great dad who inspires us all on a regular basis. You've done good work all the way around.
Well, he's been an amazing partner for me.
Yeah.
In the autism world.
Well,
and
who better, right?
Yeah.
To be a grandpa and a dad.
Exactly.
And a legend.
Right.
It's pretty good business.
It's important.
It is important.
That it be done by somebody.
Well, we appreciate that. We've got just a couple of minutes left here, and I'm gonna close the show with you guys if that's okay with you.
Oh boy, do I have to go to the John.
Oh really? Do you? Because I can take a break and. It's 3 minutes. Can you give me 3 more?
Yeah, I'll just.
She says 4 minutes.
I'll just sit here.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So if you have advice. You're going to make me cry. I'm laughing so hard. Okay, so any advice that you have for the dads and the grandpas out there about dealing with autism?
Well, I think it's what the dads of autistic kids get a chance to practice what they should be practicing even if the kids weren't autistic. It is like a jolting reminder of what they should be and what they should do. Dotting the I's and crossing the T's. And you do that with an autistic kid as best you can. And of course, it's what we should be doing with our normal kids. Yeah. And autism gives us the chance to prove that we're fathers.
That's remarkable.
I would say the same thing. I would say, be involved.
Absolutely.
Don't look elsewhere for the responsibility. Be involved. Be as involved as possible.
We were just talking about Stephanie's Day, and we had Steve Malton on the show last week, and I asked him the same question, and he said, stay close. Mm-hmm. Stay close, which is really the same thing. And I think... I've had the opportunity to talk to a lot of dads now, dads who stayed, dads who didn't stay. Mm-hmm. And this is a hard road.
It's a very hard road.
I don't think, any of us wants to paint it as anything other than that, but there are some fabulous moments on the hard road, and you miss them if you don't stay.
Yeah. No, I mean, look, there are days where you sit there and you go, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. But it's the greatest thing I've ever done is be the father, be a father to.
Yeah,
he's been great.
To be a father to my two sons, that's the greatest thing I've ever done.
Yeah. I think the worst thing is for me to realize all the time my shortness, my irrationality, my coming up short with not delivering, and it bugs me, and I don't change. It reminds me, and I try to be better the next time, but I keep making the same mistakes.
But you're there, and you bring who you are, and that's everything. That's everything for all of us.
Right now, we're trying to teach Charlie how to budget. That's impossible.
I'm going to have somebody we can help you with. Because sometimes that stuff has to come not from the parents, but from somebody else.
Well, maybe.
And so
he's had a lot of help from outside, too.
Okay.
But,
I mean, that's...
And then I look at what... there's the lead article in the New York Times about kids with college debts, and they're all living at home, and they're doing this, and they're doing that. I'm reading these so-called normal kids.
Exactly.
And he is no worse off than these guys.
Yeah, I think every 26-year-old is learning the budgeting. So I think you're in the normal territory there. Unfortunately, we're out of time because I could stay here forever. But we want to let you use the men's room. We're out of time, but I thank you so much for being here.
How much will it cost me here?
There we go.
You have a quarter, right?
You're still ahead. Thank you both so much for all the work that you're doing and for being here. We want to remind everybody, sign up for this wonderful event. We'll be back tomorrow with some amazing experts. Ask Dr. Doreen. Make sure you stay tuned for that. Until then, give your kiddos a hug for me. Bye-bye for now.
You're a wonderful host.
Thank you.